Several years ago, as many of you know, I appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience with Jack Dorsey, then CEO of Twitter, and their head of legal, trust and safety, I think, Vijaya Gadde. And they said that there was no political bias, among many other things. They've been insistent that it's not true. On my Wikipedia page, for the longest time, it said that Tim Pool believes that conservatives face bias and censorship on social media platforms, as if to imply it's incorrect. But I've always been correct. Now, many of you who have lived the censorship know it's not just that I'm correct. I'm just telling you what you've experienced and I'm relaying it to other people. It's not that I've discovered some profound truth. It's that I watched you guys go, hey, Tim, we're being banned. And I was like, hey, these guys are being banned. And they're like, Tim's wrong. They're not being banned. Like, what are you talking about? I'm watching it happen right here. Elon Musk says he plans to publish the Twitter files about free speech suppression on the social media platform. I'm excited to hear it. He's also announced that there will be around 62,000 individuals who are going to be granted general amnesty on Twitter and restored, several who have many followers. And now we're hearing that Apple, so he says, is threatening to pull the app from the App Store. They won't do it. Twitter is used by way too many people, and it's way too popular. Could you imagine what would happen? Elon Musk knows what he has and what he holds. With every tweet, with every news story, people lust to be on Twitter, to see what's happening, to experience the news and the conversation. Imagine if one day you woke up and you could not download Twitter on your phone. Why, these people would go out and buy Android overnight. And perhaps Elon wants that. Here's what I'd say. Apple best be warned. If they remove one of the big three social platforms, I think it's one of the big three, I don't know, big five, whatever you want to call it. Now that TikTok is there and Instagram. If they remove this from the App Store, their market share is going to drop. Even if only by a few percentage points or maybe one, that is a lot of money lost. But it could cause a cascade effect. People lose confidence and say, we want to see what Elon's talking about. Elon tweeted, "This is a fight for the future of civilization, that free speech is the most important thing." But the machine is coming after him. The media is writing smear pieces. Hackers have broken into Twitter, reportedly. And Elon Musk is just keeping on going. Twitter isn't the end-all be-all of the world, my friends. I'm here on YouTube. YouTube's got its own problems. Twitter's got some benefits. We'll see how things play out. But it is a major driver of culture. The woke left are able to use it to organize boycotts. The militaries around the world, in reality, to organize psychological operations. A fact that was reported on over 10 years ago. I wonder what Elon's true agenda is. I'm not so convinced he truly does believe in free speech. Otherwise, he would have reinstated Alex Jones. Maybe he does, and he's just being tactful, and will do it slowly. I'm not so sure. Maybe he really does have plans to launch Star Phone or X Phone. I think it'll be X Phone. He had X.com. He wants Twitter to be X app. He has SpaceX. I think he'll make the X Phone or something like that. An Android-based phone that has Twitter on it, and everyone will buy it because they want to hear what's being said. He knows what he's doing. I think the goal of Elon with Twitter is to create an app like WeChat? Is that what they use in China? Luke talks about it on Timcast IRL. Basically, where you do payments, where you watch videos, where you share thoughts, where you speak, you message people. He wants to displace Facebook as a utility and Twitter as the conversation and create a singular hub for social interaction, communication, and purchasing to create a digital space for social interaction beyond just a social network. The advancement of the technology. But we will see, because he's certainly up against the powers that be who don't want him wielding this power. But let's take a look at what he's going to release. Absolute proof that Twitter was suppressing free speech and was politically biased. A lot of people are probably scared because they lied to Congress. Before we get started, my friends, head over to timcast.com and become a member to get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL show. We didn't have one last night. The guests walked off. We do have behind-the-scenes footage that may end up going up. I don't know if we have everything, because there were a few hiccups that result in us not being able to film everything we thought we were going to film. And then with them leaving abruptly, we do have some footage, but I'm not sure it actually shows anything. It's like, might just be Ye walking in, smiling, shaking hands, and then I think like eating a cookie or something. But maybe we just put it out anyway. But look, we're gonna get something out for you guys. We have a consistent stream of members-only shows. We're gonna have one tonight. And as a member, you're supporting our journalists who report the news every day and our efforts. If not for you as members, we wouldn't be able to do shows like we did last night or try, because with your membership, we have less to worry about in terms of censorship. We know that if they try and take us off YouTube or whatever, we can stream wherever. And as long as you guys support us directly, we will not be going anywhere. So with that being said, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, share the show with your friends. Here's the story from Business Insider. Elon Musk says he plans to publish the Twitter files about free speech suppression. Twitter's new owner tweeted Monday, the Twitter files on free speech suppression, soon to be published on Twitter itself. The public deserves to know what really happened. The tweet lacked any specifics, and it isn't clear what suppression Musk is referring to. I think it's hilarious that they try and play these games. This is why people don't like the media. We know what he's referring to. Twitter and other social media companies routinely remove accounts and content or hand information to governments and law enforcement in compliance with local laws and their own policies. And their own policies, you say. The company discloses these takedowns and information requests in a high-level summary that is available for anyone to read. Musk's Twitter files tweet on Monday night came amid a longer tirade specifically against Apple. Musk, a self-proclaimed free speech absolutist, full stop, he's not, claimed the tech giant has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. He also alleged that Apple threatened to withhold Twitter from its app store without telling the company why. He wrote, Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America? He also tagged the company's CEO, Tim Cook, in a reply, demanding a personal explanation. Brilliant. Musk ended the string of tweets on Monday by claiming his self-declared war with Apple was a battle for the future of civilization. He added, if free speech is lost even in America, then tyranny is all that lies ahead. The Tesla CEO has been a longtime advocate of free speech, although experts routinely question his wide interpretation of the First Amendment. What does the First Amendment have to do with free speech? You mean the First Amendment protects free speech from government infringement? What does that have to do with a private company? Yeah, these people don't know what they're talking about. Since taking over the social media platform, Musk has reinstated multiple suspended Twitter users, including Trump, former U.S. President Trump. The billionaire also plans to offer a general amnesty to many more banned accounts, with employees already referring to the plan as the Big Bang. Oh, that's going to be fun. Representatives for Twitter did not immediately respond to insiders' request for comment. Well, let's talk about what's going on, and then I'll show you Elon's tweets. Financial Times reports Twitter's $5 billion a year business hit as Elon Musk clashes with advertisers. And this basically explains everything. These ESG companies, this is how they wield power. They go to Twitter and say, we will cut off funding to you unless you ban the people we want. And Twitter said, you got it. And Elon Musk said, no. Here's the best part. Elon apparently started calling up the executives of these places and giving them a stern talking to. And I think he's starting to convince them. That's something you can do as the CEO. Take a look at this. They say multiple top advertising agencies and media buyers told the Financial Times that nearly all of the big brands they represent have paused spending on the social media platform, citing alarm at Musk's ad hoc approach to policing content and decision to axe many of its ad sales team. Musk, meanwhile, has sought to personally call chief executives of some brands that have curbed advertising in order to berate them, according to one senior industry figure, leading others to instead reduce their spend to the bare minimum required so as to avoid further confrontation with the billionaire entrepreneur. Oh, I love to see it. Elon Musk tweeting this out puts at risk their stock price, their bottom line. He puts them on blast with 120 million followers, the owner of the most powerful community network in the world. Well, maybe not the most powerful. That's maybe oversight. Maybe a bit hyperbolic. Maybe YouTube is, but Elon knows. Then when he tweets, the news reports. And you got to imagine, you're an executive and you're like, we're cutting spending. And then he says, they hate America. They hate your values. I think Elon's right about something. Calling them out. I want him to call them all out. And I want to say, when I see a company pulling this BS, I'm gonna do what I can to avoid any kind of purchasing of their products or support. And I hope you do the same. I learned my lesson on trying to avoid boycotts a long time ago. I no longer have Disney Plus. A year ago, It was reported, or around a year ago, that they had thanked the Xinjiang, probably pronouncing it wrong, concentration camp security company, like XR, I don't know what it's called. And a lot of people were like, okay, I'm cutting funding. I'm cutting my purchase of Disney. I had already purchased a year membership, and I said, well, I have it, right? I canceled it, but it's still active because I paid for it. It expired. Ain't renewing it. Elon Musk, when he wants to call out these companies, I have iPhones. Don't get me wrong. I don't use them as my principal device. We get them because we're trying to keep up with mobile apps. We're trying to develop a mobile app and we need testing platforms. No, I use Android and a variety of different ones. I'm not a big fan of every single one of these companies that produces Android, but I'm going to avoid the companies to the best of my ability when they do bad things. I know all companies do bad things. I know Foxconn. I get it. I'm trying over here. And I think Elon gets it. They say after several waves of job cuts and departures, Twitter's ad business team has shrunk so much that many agencies no longer have any point of contact at the company and have received little to no communication in recent weeks, according to 4 industry insiders. Some brands have been unable to get feedback on how previous campaigns have performed because of the staffing shortages, one media buyer said. Others are complaining Twitter's ad systems have become buggy, making it difficult or even impossible to run campaigns. It is quite unique. The turmoil, the damage, nothing of this magnitude has happened before, never. He seems to put off even those advertisers who wanted him to succeed, another top advertising agency executive said. Musk is under pressure to draw revenues from Twitter as he faces $1 billion in annual interest payments after loading the company with $13 billion of debt to help fund his acquisition of the business. On October 27th, the day he closed his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter, the Tesla and SpaceX chief executive sought to reassure marketers the platform would not become a free-for-all hellscape, despite his plans to relax content moderation restrictions. Soon after, he conducted rounds of calls and meetings to reassure top ad agencies and brands. One email sent in early November and seen by the Financial Times said of Musk, "He's one of the greatest innovators in the world, and he understands our platform and product at a level that few people do. He wants to ship exciting things, and he wants to do it quickly." In the meetings, Musk appeared across all the details of how the platform is run. He appeared across all the details. 2 agency executives said, impressing brands with his knowledge. He knows more than the former chief executive Jack Dorsey ever did. He has immersed himself very deeply in the business. However, the relationship soon soured when he laid off a bunch of people. So this we know. They say groups such as General Motors, Volkswagen, Carlsberg, and General Mills have announced they would be pausing spending on the platform given the moderation concerns. Okay, cut those brands off right now. Cut them off. Sorry, guys. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't drive GM. I actually drive a Tesla. I have a Honda, too. Volkswagen, not going to buy your car. Carlsberg. What is Carlsberg? I don't even know what they are. General Mills. You know what, General Mills? I don't want to eat your sugary, gluten-y garbage anyway. So you know what? You made it easy for me. I don't buy your crap as it is. If you enjoy your sugary glutens, by all means, you're allowed to. But I've been avoiding that, and I lost a lot of weight. So I'm happy with where I'm at. They say many in the advertising industry have struggled to keep track of the changes. Robin Wheeler, who started heading up Twitter's ad sales business under Musk, after the former chief Sarah person had resigned, left the company last week. Bloomberg reported that Wheeler was fired by Musk after refusing to sack more people. Okay. You get the point. Here's my concern. This is expensive. $1 billion a year in interest, not to mention the $4 million per day they're bleeding out. He's got to fire people. Maybe Twitter really does collapse. Maybe they really do sink. He needs people to sign up for Twitter Blue. Well, he's engaging in the amnesty, and the problem is right now Twitter Blue is only on Apple. You see where this is going. I think this is a coordinated attack against Elon because he's striking at the narrative machine. Twitter Blue is on Apple. You want to sign up for it and give Elon your $8, you need an iPhone. Apple's threatening to pull the app, so he claims. CNBC reports Elon Musk claims Apple has threatened to remove the Twitter app. This would cut off the remaining revenue. So then, Elon, you got to get that Android app out. They can't cut that off. Google might. And then what? Side load an APK, for those that know what that means. Maybe then he launches X Phone. Can one man do it all? Probably not. But Elon has very wealthy and powerful friends. And I think if this carries on, you're going to see a lot of prominent multimillionaires and billionaires start getting involved and saying, we will play this game too. They will partner with Elon, and you will see the emergence of the parallel economy. It's happening right before your eyes, my friends. And Elon knows that Twitter is a vehicle to get it. Here's what he said. In response to David Sachs, who said, as long as tech MAGA, I love that, Microsoft, Apple, Google, and Amazon, have unlimited power to engage in bundling and to act as gatekeepers of competitive products, there cannot be a healthy startup ecosystem. Elon said, it's a real problem. Apple and Google effectively control access to most of the internet via their app stores. Rupa Subramanya responded with Tesla phone with Starlink is the future. Well, I think we are now at the point where condensed, compact satellite phones are a real thing. Now, if Elon does use low orbit internet technology to create some kind of satellite phone service, it probably won't have data. It'll probably be very weak on the data side, but talk might be possible. Elon might be able to launch texting like Twitter integrated phones, a phone that can send texts and make phone calls. Having Twitter integrated is perfect. Photos might take a long time. I'll put it this way. Starlink actually is really good and really fast, but with a smaller device, you're probably going to have a limited connection speed, but we'll see. It would be very, very interesting. Elon also tweeted, Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech? And then said, what's going on here, Tim Cook? Vosh says, Elon, I think them exercising their right to not advertise on this platform actually is their free speech. Let's break this down. Vosh got a point. Apple does not have to support social media, Twitter, and advertise on this platform, giving money. Oh, look, you can see on the right, Tim Pool and Timcast trending. How about that? He doesn't have to do that. Apple doesn't have to do that. But Elon Musk's point is not that they are exercising their right to speak where they want. He's saying that their reaction is based upon their support for free speech. And they don't like that, and they want censorship. So while Vosh, I hear you, exercising their right not to speak is in line with their free speech, if they are saying they will not use the platform unless they censor people, they aren't in favor of free speech. Get it? They're like, we don't want to be here because you won't censor people. They oppose free speech. It's that simple. But you're wrong. You're wrong. Elon says, this is a battle for the future of civilization. If free speech is lost, even in America, tyranny is all that lies ahead. Justin Amash responded, the First Amendment and free speech are not synonymous. But without a culture of free speech, there would be no First Amendment. Private companies and organizations that choose to serve as open forums for news and opinions are essential to protecting this right that we hold dear. And he nailed it. The First Amendment does not mean free speech. The First Amendment protects 5 different rights, including free speech. Free speech is a culture, is a principle, is an ethic, is a moral position that we in this country agree on. We believe that people should have a right to speak. Hey, I just pointed out that I was trending. How about all that last night, huh? I think I did a great service for free speech. I'm sorry if that comes off as arrogant or humble bragging. I'm not saying I'm the only one. I think what we set out to do, we did, and we proved a point that I think is very, very important. I don't like being in the news like this. I don't like seeing my name or my brand trending. I just want to do my thing and talk about what I care about. But last night when we had Milo, Ye, and Fuentes on, and they could not handle even slight pushback on their ideas, and they got up and stormed off. Ye did, and then Milo and Nick followed. A lot of people hit me up and said, you've proven the point. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Their ideas could not stand up to scrutiny. They couldn't elaborate. They couldn't explain. They couldn't say anything to a simple statement. They were emotional and illogical. And people see that and they go, is that? Oof. Even people who liked Ye were like, he looked really, really weak doing that. He wants to be president. It ain't going to happen. That's the point. Elon is correct. And we're proving it every day. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. It's a figure of speech. I think the best disinfectant is probably, I don't know, like bleach or something. Maybe not. But sunlight works, UV rays. And so what ends up happening? By allowing people to speak, then we learn who they are. Here's my understanding. I had said previously I didn't think Ye was anti-Semitic because I thought that what he had said was just improper. I thought what he was trying to say was that there was a group of Jewish people who were targeting him. And a lot of people told me that. I did not actually hear exactly what he was saying. I thought that was the idea. Like, oh, he's not saying all Jewish people. He's saying it is these specific Jewish people. And then it turns out, no, quite literally not. He won't elaborate. He can't explain. And he brings on people who genuinely believe in these conspiracies. And then Sunlight showed me exactly who he was, exactly what they believed. And then they stormed off without being able to back up anything they had to say. And people called him out. And people said free speech works. So anyway, I digress. I hate to bring up me, but I'm sitting here looking. I see myself trending, and I want to make that point. Sunlight works. When Milo got banned, he went into the shadows. He was canceled. And he ends up doing some of the craziest. He's working with MTG. Then he's working with Ye. Like, what's he doing behind the scenes, man? You don't know. And you'll never see it coming. We bring him on the show, let him speak, and everyone once again sees exactly what they have to say. Now, I'll tell you this, my friends. We had Milo on the show a couple weeks ago, and he didn't say any of this stuff. He was talking about Trump supporters and revenge. I don't know how it came to be that he's working with Ye and Fuentes and espousing these things. And I'm like, if that's who he is, then it's sad. Because I thought he said a lot of really important things about Trump supporters, what they believe in, what they were looking for. His views, I understood. But then he decides to throw in with this lot, and, well, there you go. When the people are given a chance to speak, this is what happens. Now they're further deeply persona non grata. Look, there are a lot of things you're allowed to believe what you want to believe. You're allowed to say what you want to say. And there are people like me who are willing to sit you down and actually have a conversation about that. And you need to have the conversation about it. And then we'll show the whole world that our ideas win. If you think your ideas will win, then you need to sit down and push back and explain them. If you can't, your ideas must be really bad. That's it. Logic. We say facts don't care about your feelings. Of the left, feelings don't care about your facts. And that's exactly what Ye represented the other day when he got emotional, stormed off, and wouldn't have a conversation about it. It's a feeling to them. It's emotional. I want to expose that. Elon Musk, here we go. Ian Miles Chong said, actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me see if I can, I'll pull up this meme tweet first. Elon tweeted this fake CNN article. It's a meme, by the way. I say fake, but it's a meme. And it says, CNN, Elon Musk could threaten free speech on Twitter by literally allowing people to speak freely. And then it's got a picture of Don Lemon. CNN PR says the headline never appeared on CNN. Be better. It's a meme, CNN. Is something wrong? Well, Ian Miles Chong chimed in. He says, you know that satirical headline Elon Musk posted that CNN had severe heart palpitations over? It's real, except it's from the LA Times. Shout out to Ezra Levant for spotting it. LA Times reported how Elon's plans for Twitter could threaten free speech. To enhance Twitter's potential as a vehicle for free speech, Elon Musk should focus on how to make the platform a hospitable place for dialogue, truth-seeking, and citizen engagement. Elon says, the reason satire about CNN proposing censorship of Twitter could so easily be construed as reality is because that is the prevailing sentiment of the media. Satire reveals a deeper truth. And boy, does it. Now, here we go. The amnesty plan. I hope y'all are ready for this. Elon Musk's Twitter amnesty. Twitter has begun the process of reinstating 62,000 accounts with 10,000 plus followers. One account has over 5 million followers. 75 accounts have 1 million followers. Employees have referred to this event as the Big Bang. I love it. Platformer. Casey Newton and Zoe Schiffer write why some tech CEOs are rooting for Musk. 1. The CEO's revenge. They say the DEI movement has lost control of Twitter, which served as the main instrument to run ideological enforcement in the corporate sphere. The threat of Twitter mobs ensure quick compliance from corporate executives and other figures of power, lest the pitchforks be aimed at their necks. But now Twitter is owned by Elon Musk, a fact that has fundamentally altered the balance of power. And Elon can now say, Apple, what are you doing? And everyone spins and says, Apple. And now they're scared. It is the values of free speech and meritocracy that are winning. The woke mob has lost control. The statement was from Hannemeyer Hensen. They say, for executives who have been looking for an excuse to stop pretending that they care about diversity issues, then Musk seems to be providing huge inspiration. Musk seems to be proving similarly inspirational to CEOs who believe their employees have grown too lazy, too coddled, too opinionated about their workplaces. On November 16th, the same day Musk asked Twitter's remaining employees to sign an oath pledging to work long hours, former PayPal CEO and Facebook crypto guy David Marcus tweeted, I guess the times of complaining to the CEO of a large tech company at an all hands in front of thousands of people about the quality of toilet paper have come to an end. True story, this really happened. Fire them all. Now, there's some other issues. The Big Bang. Can Musk succeed? They say from his project to reinstate banned users to pick in a fight with Apple, the billionaire seems to be making it harder on himself every day. Can he succeed? They say the project could cause more instability at Twitter at a time when the company is hemorrhaging engineering talent. Hemorrhaging, he got rid of those people. They say between the coming Big Bang and the remaining potential for brand impersonation, though, advertisers remain deeply skeptical as they pull their spending from Twitter. Musk has called several CEOs to berate them for abandoning the platform. These CEOs stayed on Twitter when they were being berated by the left. They were terrified of the left. They're still kind of, but they're going to reel from it when they realize what regular people think of them. I remember when Netflix lost like 2 million subscribers, some ridiculous number, and it was right after some major controversy over, let's just say, disgusting issues. These companies are going to learn the hard way. The left isn't who has the power. They're small. It's regular people. And when the conversation shifts, they're going to have to put up or shut up or go hide. Regular people aren't going to stand for this. They're going to mention that the Apple thing we already talked about, governing, industry, those good tweets, okay, whatever. I guess there's two main issues, they say, as to why some people are rooting for Elon Musk. They're skeptical of their workers, too. Plus, new details on Musk's general amnesty. It should be interesting. Musk is feuding with Apple. Free speech absolutist Elon Musk has scrapped their COVID misinformation policy that censored tweets questioning vaccines and lab leak origin theory. And away we go. It's not going to be so easy. Elon says he'll make his own phone if Apple and Google deplatform Twitter. I certainly hope it does not come to that. If there is no choice, I will make an alternative phone. But he is under attack. And here we go. Major Twitter hack sees 5.4 million phone numbers and email addresses leaked on the dark web, as firm is accused of trying to cover it up by suspending users who broke the news. A hacking forum on the dark web is offering more than 5.4 million Twitter users' records for free. The information includes phone numbers, email addresses, and Twitter IDs. This is enough data to conduct phishing attacks to obtain login credentials. A cybersecurity expert sounded the alarm about the data dump last week. He was suspended from Twitter a day after posting the news to his account. Many Twitter users believe this is the firm's way of covering up the leak. Yeah, I don't really believe it. I think that's silly. I think a lot of people are faking getting banned because it's a psyop to manipulate. They say the data dump was identified by Chad Loader, the founder of cybersecurity awareness company Habitu8, who shared the news in a post to his Twitter account on November 23rd, and his account was suspended shortly after posting. Isn't that the guy that Andy No called out? Let me see if I can pull this up, because I'm pretty sure that it sounds like this guy might be an Antifa guy, but I'm not so sure. And I don't want to disparage anybody, you know, if it's not the case. But I'm gonna keep vamping as I do a quick search to see if I can. No, maybe it's not the guy. I don't want to drag anybody who's not involved in this. I think I got the name wrong. It's got to be somebody else, right? Bear with me just 1 second as I try and load some more stuff and see if I can. Okay, probably a different person. I don't know. Maybe not, but sure. Because the name sounded familiar, but forgive me if I was incorrect. They say removing Loader's tweets and suspension has sparked concerns that Twitter is trying to hide the issue, with some users saying Musk banned Loader for exposing how weak Twitter security is. The user data was first posted on a hacking forum with a $30,000 price tag in July, but the recent sale offers this information for free. Interesting. I think that is the Antifa guy. I kind of feel like it is. Okay, let me do a quick Google search here, because I feel like that is. Oh. Okay, wait. Is that him? No. Wait. Hold on. Oh, okay, it is. Yeah, okay, it is. Okay, this is the Antifa guy. I'm pretty sure. I thought it was, but I wasn't completely sure. So I'm trying to pull this up in another tab as I'm talking. And suspended. Against blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. This Andy No says this guy is an anti-Semite or something like that. There's a post-millennial article about it. Let me see if I can pull this up. So no wonder this guy got suspended. This looks like a coordinated attack on Elon Musk. Here we go. Let me pull up this story for you guys in real time. This is from November 16, 2021. Antifa journalist accused of predatory behavior by women expressed racist and anti-Semitic views and called for murders. Chad Loader, a well-to-do 45-year-old white male from Redondo Beach, California. That's the guy. And that was the image. I thought it was. Yeah. He says, breaking, I've just received evidence of a massive Twitter data breach affecting millions of Twitter accounts in the EU and US. I have contacted a sample of the affected accounts, and they confirmed that the breach data is accurate. Is accurate. And he got suspended. Why? Well, he probably got suspended because he's associated with calling for violence and things like that. Or it may actually be that he did the hack. I don't know for sure. I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just saying he's in the news and this is what's reported. And if he's just some guy who discovered this, and Musk really did this, it's wrong. Let me just tell you, I don't really trust them. I don't trust these people. I think they've been coming after Elon quite a bit. And they're trying to find a reason to go after him, to get him taken down, things like that. Surprise, surprise. An Antifa guy who doesn't like Musk, presumably, who apparently is aligned with the people complaining about how Twitter is going to collapse, all of a sudden says, yep, here's a data breach. And apparently he's a hacker or something like that. So they say, let's make sure. Is that what they said? They said that the founder of cybersecurity awareness company Habit28. So he's an InfoSec guy, happened to discover this breach. He also happens to be aligned with groups that don't like Elon Musk. Surprise, surprise. Elon, they're coming after you. And what I mean by they is Antifa, the establishment, the left, and the woke cult. I mean, there are people who don't like you. Sunlight really is the best disinfectant, though. So let's expose more of this. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing the Twitter files. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up tonight at 8 p.m. over at youtube.com/TimcastIRL. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.